Good morning. This is a recording for Saturday, April 20th. Today we will continue exploring the second element of building shame resilience, which is practicing critical awareness in the context of our shame triggers, of course. Yesterday we went through a reality check exercise applying critical awareness to the category of appearance and body image. And maybe you did some other categories on your own. But of course, just asking and answering the questions is not enough. If we do just that, we're likely to feel stuck, angry, and overwhelmed. It's bad enough that we are under immense pressure to be unattainably beautiful, but when we learn that this pressure is supported by the weight of multi-billion-dollar industries, we can feel defeated and resigned. That's why the second element of building shame resilience isn't just about critical awareness. It's about practicing it always. Practicing critical awareness means linking our personal experiences to what we learned from the questions and answers to the bigger picture questions. When we create these connections, we basically develop strategies that move us towards shame resilience. Those strategies are contextualizing, basically saying, I see the big picture. Normalizing, I'm not the only one experiencing this, and demystifying, I'll share what I know with others. When we fail to make these connections, we actually create barriers on our way to shame resilience. And these common barriers are individualizing as opposed to contextualizing, basically saying, I'm the only one experiencing this. Pathologizing, something is wrong with me for experiencing that. And reinforcing, I should be ashamed. In the next few days, we will explore exactly this, the strategies that move us toward shame resilience and the common barriers that stand in our way. We will start this exploration today by looking at contextualizing, which is a strategy that helps us move towards shame resilience, and its respective barrier, which is individualizing. This is what Brené Brown writes on the subject. The word context is derived from the Latin word contexere. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, sorry, meaning to weave or twine together. When we understand the context of an experience, we see the big picture. It goes back to the zoom lens we talked about in our last session. When we are in shame, we just see our own struggle. And as we zoom out, we start to see others engaged in similar struggles. When we pull completely back, we start to see an even bigger picture, how political, economic, and social forces shape our personal experiences. Contextualizing is the key to making the shame connections. Unfortunately, though, understanding how industries and individuals benefit from our appearance doesn't mean that our shame goes away. But identifying the context in which we feel shame helps us build resilience. For example, if we feel shame because despite our best efforts, we cannot look like the model on the cover of a magazine, it may help to know that the model probably doesn't look like that either. Her blemishes are airbrushed, her legs are stretched using a computer, her smile is whitened, and her clothes are borrowed. Magazines make money by selling advertising space, not subscriptions. The goal is to have us look at the woman on the cover, feel bad, and then buy all those lotions and potions advertised in the magazine. And if we buy into the whole package of what we're supposed to look like and think we cannot achieve that look only because we don't have enough willpower or genetic advantage, we start sinking into shame. Context helps us understand how social community expectations, economics, and politics are all woven together to produce one cohesive image. We cannot unravel the truth without recognizing the threads. Many of us actually fall prey to the same sources of shame, and we experience very similar reactions. However, due to the isolating and secretive nature of shame, we feel like it is only happening to us, and we must hide it at all costs. This in turn leads us to believe that shame is a personal problem. It is not. Yes, shame can lead to personal problems and even play a role in mental illnesses, but shame is a psychosocial cultural construct. Shame happens between people. Basically, shame is how I feel when I see myself through someone else's eyes. I'll repeat that again. Shame is how I feel when I see myself through someone else's eyes. Brené Brown emphasizes that looking at shame strictly as a personal problem is the most dangerous view. When we do that, we seek only personal and highly individualized solutions, which leave the layers of competing and conflicting expectations that drive shame intact and unchanged. If we had the habit of sharing with each other stories about our shame triggers and experiences, we would know there is a large social connection. But unfortunately, most of the time, shame forces us to remain quiet rather than dealing with fear of being ridiculed or appearing stupid. And it's important to mention here that contextualizing and seeing the big picture is not the same as making excuses and blaming the system. It's not my fault that I cannot lose weight, it's the diet industry. Contextualizing is not about that at all. It's about knowing you are not the only one struggling. In fact, when we strive to understand the context or the big picture, we don't give up our responsibility, we actually increase it. When we identify a personal struggle that is rooted in larger issues, we may even want to take responsibility for both. Maybe it's not just our job to make things better for ourselves. Maybe we have a responsibility to make things better for our children, our friends, our community. A good example of the importance of context and collective action is breast cancer. There have been very important advances in breast cancer research over the past few years, and they couldn't have happened without advocates who recognize the political, social, and economic context of health research. So today, let's do the circle of loving kindness practice that reminds us so well that we are not alone, never alone, that there is always a bigger picture and that we all share in our humanity. As always, take a comfortable position and take a few moments to settle. Settle into your body, your heart, your mind. Settle into this moment, right here, right now. As always, allow your breath to be nice and natural. And see if you can find a sense of spaciousness, a sense of freedom in your breathing, so that all the experiences of the present moment can flow through you as energy that they are, without struggle. As always, begin your loving kindness practice with a gentle reflection on the basic goodness within you and your wish to be happy. As you do this, scan your body and notice how that reflection affects your physical state, your breath, and soften from the inside out. Now repeat after me silently or out loud. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel loved, cared for, at ease. May I know that I am enough. May I touch deep, natural peace. Now imagine sitting in the center of a circle surrounded by all the members of our Mindful Morning Sangha, our community. We will now send loving kindness to each of our fellow practitioners, and as you repeat the verse after me, also allow yourself to receive their kindness, their good wishes sent to you. Receive each other's loving kindness with gentle presence. You deserve it. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and mind. May you feel loved, cared for, at ease. May you know you are enough. May you touch deep, natural peace. Remember, with each phrase, you're offering each other a gift, and you're receiving a gift from each other. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and mind. May you feel loved, cared for, at ease. May you know you are enough. May you touch deep, natural peace. As always, if your attention wanders away from the circle, away from this practice, or if difficult feelings or memories arise, try to let go of them in the spirit of kindness and come back here again and again, as many times as you need. Remember, here in our circle, there is no judgment, only compassion. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and mind. May you feel loved, cared for, at ease. May you know you are enough. May you touch deep, natural peace. At times, you may feel unworthy of receiving all this love. Don't worry. We all have those thoughts and feelings of unworthiness sometimes. It's our shared human experience. You can even gently say to yourself, "How human of me." And breathing gently, accept that these feelings have come up. Remember the beauty of your wish to be happy, and simply come back here again. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and mind. May you feel loved, cared for, at ease. May you know you are enough. May you touch deep, natural peace. And as you're ending your practice, just sit quietly for a few moments and notice the sensations in your body and around your heart. Maybe there is a new sense of spaciousness, tenderness. Maybe there is a new softness that you haven't noticed before. And please remember, it's okay if you don't see any difference. Doesn't mean the practice is not working. There is no judgment. There is no need to fix or change anything. Simply being here, simply repeating this verse, simply doing this practice is already enough. As you go through your day today, I invite you to continue with this reflection. Do you tend to individualize your experience when you are in the throes of shame? Can you zoom out a little bit to see more of the context? Are you really alone in your experience? Remember, shame is not a personal issue. Shame happens between people. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a gorgeous day, and I will see you tomorrow.